And we're rolling.
Hi everybody, happy Friday. Welcome back to the YouTube channel here. I have my sweet daughter Katie with me.
Hello.
And we are going to talk tonight about faith without works and what that means for us as Christians. And this idea came to me because it's like right at the end of summer vacation, which is kind of sad. I love what I do, love being a teacher, but I love being at home. I mean, the freedom of summer is just awesome, and I'm sure that you guys can all relate to that. But anyway, it was the last week of summer, and I was like, what haven't we done? What is something that we need to do? Or we've been doing everything that we want to do. Traveling, going to the beach, sleeping in, being lazy. And it just hit me like this is the first summer that we didn't do any service. We didn't go to Catholic Charities.
Oh yeah, we didn't.
We didn't bag groceries. We didn't even go to my grandmother's house and like help.
Oh my gosh, I don't think I've been to great grandma's house.
I know. And I felt like I didn't feel guilty because I know that the things that we're doing are good, but I just was kind of sad because I was like, wow, this whole summer's been about me and what I can do to make my summer awesome and what we can do with the kids to be awesome. And I think this is one of the greatest pitfalls of Christianity is when our faith becomes just about us and us feeling good. And even if that means like, yeah, we went to Steubenville and it was awesome, and you get done and I'm like, I feel so close to God and I'm so thankful, but like if you don't take that and do something with it, then what is the point? Because your faith is not just about you.
Yeah.
What do you think about? Let me read the scripture and then tell me what you think about this.
Okay.
This is the scripture from James 2:14. Faith without works is dead. What does it profit, my brethren, if someone says he has faith but does not have works? If a brother or sister is naked and destitute of daily food, and one says to you, depart in peace, be warm and filled, but you don't give them the things which are needed for the body, what does it profit? Thus also, faith by itself, if it does not have works, is dead. So Katie, what do you think about that message?
So, first of all, I mean, the biggest thing, and the title of this video, if you clicked on it because of the title or the thumbnail being that faith without works is not dead, like she started off introducing this video using that phrase. I think that our life, like that's kind of the foundation of our life, because I mean, we're on this earth and we have faith in, you know, God and everything that is taught about the faith itself. And if we do nothing for that in our lives, then it's like, what is the point of even believing in it? And I was at a youth group the other night and I was helping, and one of the girls said something that really stood out to me that I think applies in the situation. And it was the fact that we go to school and stuff and we learn the rules about the faith and everything, but if you don't form a relationship with God, then having rules but no relationship leads to rebellion, because you're not going to put effort into a relationship with something. Or let me rephrase that. You're not going to follow rules that you've been taught if you don't have a connection to the reward or what comes from that, or if you don't even know what comes from that. And so in the same sense here, why would you put your faith to action in doing the things that you're taught if you have no relationship with the person who's teaching it?
I agree. And I think the closer you get to Christ, the stronger your prayer life is, the more a desire to serve should just kind of like flow out of you. It should just like naturally, like, how can I give this love to other people? Where is a way that I can serve? And yeah, so I don't know what happened to me this summer. It's so weird. It's like I usually want to serve. And all summer
Well, you served the youth by bringing them to Steubenville.
I know, but I mean, I usually try to make it a point to go to Catholic Charities and go to my grandmother's house, and I didn't. And my grandma's probably watching. Hi, Grandma. Sorry, I'm going to come see you very soon. Anyway.
Me too.
It's just like, it can become so much about us. Like you go to Steubenville or Rise Up or Adoration, and you get this high feeling of like, you're so happy and you're filled with joy. And then you leave and you lose it. And it's like, why am I losing it? And I really feel like it's because we're not putting to practice what we've learned. Like Christ is not stagnant. It's not about like just internally me. It's what am I doing with what I've received? So if I receive all this from Christ, I have to take it out and give it back to other people. And if I don't, then I begin to feel empty. I begin to feel sad, and then I'm like looking for my next retreat or my next moment to have that feeling again.
Yeah.
And
Real
that
quick,
feeling can come. Sorry.
If you're still watching this video, comment Dunkin' or Starbucks in the comments so we know that you're still watching. I'm a Dunkin' girl.
I hope
And
you're still watching. Like, you should definitely at least get to the end. We're going to keep it under 5 minutes, and we want you to leave with something to think about. Every time you watch one of these YouTube videos, you should leave thinking like, what do I think about that? I don't know. Post in the comments. Go to Instagram, wendy.nelms.
Yeah,
what do you
because
think about
one,
this?
I'll say, like, from our standpoint as people who do YouTube channels or try to create this, like, faith-based platform on social media, it's really hard because we look at, like, okay, there's all these, like, celebrities and such that obviously have way higher platform than we do, posting, like, bikini pictures or posting, like, dude, check out this new bottle of vodka, man. I don't know, some random stuff.
You're spamming my channel.
Everyone,
You know that, don't you?
everyone and their brother starts commenting. They're like, yo, man, check it out. But, like, we can't keep creating content if we don't have feedback. Like, y'all have to comment on her YouTube posts, my YouTube videos and Instagram posts, because the point of us having channels or accounts in general is to
Put our faith in action. There you go.
And we can't do that if we think that there's no purpose into what we're putting out there, and that, like, we want to be putting out what you guys need and what you guys want to hear and see.
And we're teaming up today because I'm trying to reach the largest audience possible. So anybody that hears this, I want you to think, do I have a relationship with Christ, first of all? Like, do I have a faith? And if not, do I want one? Okay, because first of all, you might be like, turn it off because you don't even want one. But if you want a relationship with Christ, the natural extension of that is living it out and finding ways to serve and give back. And that's stewardship. And that's what life is all about. And my last thing I want to say is, I dealt with anxiety and I struggled with fear and worry, and the best remedy, aside from reading the Bible, which I talked about in my last video, was getting outside of myself. So, you know, if you're like depressed, or if you're like, man, my life stinks and poor me, and you're having your little pity party, like, get outside of yourself and go do something for somebody else. Go take care of a family member or a grandparent or your neighbor. Go to Catholic Charities, bag groceries. Like, get outside of you. And I would love for somebody that did Camp I Am Special to post their thoughts on this, because I think that is amazing. I admire everybody that spends the week at Camp I Am Special, the people that are going to Urban Plunge, all these awesome opportunities for service. You inspire me.
The thing is that there's always opportunities for service. You don't just have to go to something like Camp I Am Special or Urban Plunge or
But
go
if you
on
do, it's
mission
awesome.
trips. No, absolutely. I think it is awesome, but there's opportunities right in front of you every single day. When you go to work, when you go to the store, going through a drive-through, seeing someone on the streets, like, there's always opportunities to serve.
You just have to be aware.
We don't
of
take
what's
advantage
happening.
of it. And I can honestly say that you feel so much joy in helping other people, and maybe you're just like, you like block out the ability to realize that. And I think that I do that sometimes too. Like, if I'm having a really bad day, I'm like,
Or
man,
we're in a hurry, or we're
I'm like,
staring at
man,
our phone.
the last thing I want to do is seriously go help these people clean this room. Like, I don't want to change this diaper to help them out. I don't know, stuff like that. But then, like, I think about it, and like, we were not made for ourselves. We were made for others, and we were made for God. And so if we live that way, the way that we were created to live, we'll find true joy.
And you might be the closest thing someone meets. You might be the closest someone gets to Christ. The way you treat the people in your life, that might be the closest they get to the love of Christ. And that is evangelizing. That's real evangelization. And we're challenged to do it. We are definitely not experts. Obviously,
No.
I spent the whole summer figuring out what I could do to make my summer awesome. It's like the summer of Wendy. What the heck? I feel terrible about that. But I'm on a journey. Katie's on a journey, and we want to help you. We want you to be on it with us,
Yeah.
becoming who God created us to be. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for watching. Get out there and serve. We love you.
We
Thanks
love
for
you.
tuning in. See ya.
Bye.